In this demonstration, we show the users a new functionality of NX11 flattening and forming. Go ahead and take a look at this particular panel. We'll go ahead and create a flattening of this by selecting the geometry and then define the location. And then once that is done, we want to define the specific primary direction. Once that is selected, then we see that how quickly NX will create this flat pattern purely from a math base. Then we can see if there's any deviation, whether it be angles, area, or length. If there's any deviation, the color mapping will give us that information. Next thing we'll want to do is just go ahead and extend that out a little bit so it's not so close to the edge of this panel. Once that is done, what we want to do is just go ahead and go in a sketch using a quick sketch. We can add some more information back onto this particular flat surface, and then once that is done, we can map it back to what we had before. So let's go ahead and create a circle and a rectangle. Go ahead and add a circle to it, and then we're going to turn off the all the auto dimension stuff, and then want to go ahead and add a rectangle alongside of that, and then want to conclude with a line and an arc and a line. We'll also want to remind the users in NX you have the capability to extend all your trim capability, so we don't have to draw anything that fully extend to that geometry. So let's go ahead, add a line and a curve and another line. Okay, once that is done, let's go back and look at the forming command of this. I want to make sure that certain options are turned on as we go back, looking at the forming part of this. So go ahead, let's just close this or close this sketch, and then we'll use the same command that we had before. We'll go ahead and just use the reverse part of it. Let's go back into the forming and reuse. Then we have this option of we can reverse the transformation. So go ahead and want to select what is our flat face and what are the objects that we have from this particular flat face. So notice how quickly it mapped that back to the form state. And then what we want to do is just use the trim sheet option to trim off those individual new design to this particular panel right here. So those are the ones that we want to keep, and one of the options, if you go extend that the settings under the region, under the settings, you will see that that we have this new option that that extend boundary object to the target edges. So that option is turned on. Go ahead and trim this particular sheet. Once those options are done, we see that those new features are added to this particular form shape. Go ahead and hide what we had before, and see now we have completed our modifications to this. This concludes our demonstration. Thank you.